Ni Roque, magandang umaga po. Yes, so Lucky South 99. Do not and cannot speak English, am I correct?
Yung pong pagkakaintindi ko, hindi lang po sa Lucky South, pero sa karamihan po ng mga Pogo. Kasi sila po talaga nagpapatakbo noong electronic casino na binobroadcast sa China.
So, would you know, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque, does Cassandra Leong, the representative of Lucky South 99, know, can she speak English and understand English?
Well, ang pagkakakilala ko po kay Cassandra, siya po ay marunong mag-Chinese, nag-aral po sa China, at siya nga po ay translator para dito sa mga Lucky South.
So, pwede po siyang magsalita ng Tagalog or English, no?
Opo.
Opo. So, that does mean that Ms. Cassandra Ong can communicate directly with the Chairman Altenco or PAGCOR?
Pwede po.
Pwede. So, ibig sabihin po, hindi na ho kailangan, Mr. Chair, that Cassandra Ong does not necessarily need your assistance to go to PAGCOR and have that meeting in relation to the RERs that they need to pay. Am I correct?
Kailangan po kasi nung mga panahon na yon, ang representante ng Lucky South sa PAGCOR ay si Mr. Dennis Cunanan.
Okay. So let me ask you, Secretary, Mr. Chair, how did you meet Cassandra Ong?
Okay.
And when was this and where was this meeting happen?
Oo, natapos na po yung eleksyon, bumalik na po ako sa pribadong buhay at ako po ay promoting renewable energy projects. Isa po sa pinopromote ko talaga ay yung Sogod Power sa Cebu at kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, na-meet ko po ang isang representative ng kumpanya ni Cassandra Ong sa isang forum ng renewable energy. At linapitan po ako na meron silang interes kasi doon sa forum po yon na nanindigan ako na contrary to the position of many individuals, ang renewable energy, ang solar po ay po pwedeng 100% foreign owned.
Okay.
So yun po yung konteksto na namit ko po ang kumpanya ni Cassie Ong.
Yeah, so when did you first discuss with Miss Cassandra Ong about about you going with her to PAGCOR? When and where did this happen?
Sa same month of July na po, no? Kasi ang palaging kausap ko ay isang CEO ng kumpanya ni Cassie Ong na hindi naman po nasa Pilipinas, na lumilipad, umaalis. Mukhang MBA type of person po, kaya nga hindi kami nagtagumpay na makakuha ng investment sa kanila, no? So si Cassie Ong po ay ang alam ko empleyado lang talaga ng Whirlwind, no? At bago pa nga nalaman ko na nadispalkohan yung
So,
Lucky
Mr. Chair,
South.
sorry po. Yes. So ano po?
So
gusto ko
mga
lang
July
po
lang po. July
Yes.
din po. Same
So-
month po of July.
So si Cassie Ong is the Cassandra Ong that you're mentioning.
Opo,
no?
opo.
Okay.
Siya po yun, Mr.
So
Chair.
when this first meeting, did she or I presume there were subsequent meetings happened, 'di ba? Because the first time that you met, sabi mo nga hindi siya connected with the PAGCOR license. Am I correct, no?
Opo, iba
Tama.
po yung
So
representante.
when did the Cassandra Ong approached you and discussed to you about the Pogo and maybe perhaps to accompany her, as you claim you represent the leasing, in this case Whirlwind Company? When did that happen?
Buwan na rin po ng July. Doon po niya sinangguni sa akin na nalaman lang nila dahil nakatanggap na sila ng sulat po sa PAGCOR na naniningil ang PAGCOR.
Would you know, Mr. Chair, Secretary, would you know kung saan ito nangyari?
Yung pagmi-meeting po
Yes
namin?
po, yung pag-approach niya po sa inyo.
Oo, humingi po sila ng meeting sa isang restaurant dito po sa Resorts World.
So she specifically requested you to go with her to PAGCOR?
Well, ang sabi lang po niya, may problema kami. Ang totoo po niya, ng unang sangguni is, pwede bang idemanda si Dennis Cunanan? I'm sorry to have to say this dahil kilala ko rin po si Dennis Cunanan. No? Ang sabi ko, kumuha ka rin ng ibang abogado kasi kakilala ko si Dennis Cunanan, ang mga anak namin magkakaklase from K to 12 at kapitbahay ko pa. So ang sabi ko na lang is, well, humanap kayo ng ibang abogado pero ang solution naman sa problema mo, pwede naman humingi ng rescheduling of payment dyan sa pagkakautang po.
So ang response po nyo dun sa request niya, I presume is sabi mo nga sumama ho kayo sa kanya no doon sa meeting na yon. So gusto ko lang po on record, Mr. Chair, what was the exact response that you gave her when she approached you about these problems of hers?
Well, ang pag-contact po niya sa akin is anong gagawin? Kasi na-dispalkohan daw yung kanilang lessee na Lucky South, no? So, ang gusto niya is legal action. Eh, ang sabi ko, hanap po kayo ng ibang abogado kasi kakilala ko po yung rinireklamo ninyo, no? At masama dahil kapitbahay ko pa. So, ang sabi ko, baka matutulungan ko naman kayo na magkaroon ng rescheduling of payment dahil pumapayag naman ng mga gobyerno sa rescheduling of payment, lalo na kung hindi naman talaga consistently masama ang payment record.
So at this time, when you met her and asked you, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque, of these perhaps legal advices, were you already employed by Whirlwind Company?
Hindi pa po. Kasi po, nag-iinganyo nga po ako sa kanila na mamuhunan po sa mga energy projects. So wala pa po kaming professional relationship. It was more of I wanted them to invest in an energy project po.
Okay. So so fast forward po tayo na claim niyo naman po at na-narrate niyo na nga po na you confirmed that you were present during that meeting with
Opo.
Chairman Tenco, no?
Opo.
Yeah, okay. So sino pong tumawag? Who called the Chairman Tenco or PAGCOR to arrange this meeting?
Well, ang sekretary ko po ang nag-arrange ng meeting matapos po na nalaman namin na ang pagre-reschedule ng payment is a board decision.
So your secretary arranged this meeting when you were still not employed by Whirlwind Company?
Well, by that time po, opo, parang accommodation ko lang po sa Whirlwind. At that time po, wala kaming professional relationship other than patuloy ko pong iniingganyo sila na mamuhunan doon sa energy project.
So gusto ko lang pong malinawan dito, Mr. Chair, si Kaskasi Ong approach you, you do not have any legal or professional relationship with her and told you about her problems with Mr. Dennis Cunanan, and you were not employed at that time during this meeting by Whirlwind Company, and yet you extended the effort of contacting PAGCOR to set up that meeting. Am I correct?
Tama po yun dahil nga po iniingganyo ko sila na mamuhunan sa proyekto. So parang that's a show of good faith po.
Matanong ko lang po, bakit ho nyo nagawa yun?
Dahil gusto ko po talagang magkaroon ng relasyon sa Whirlwind na sila po yung mamuhunan doon sa mga energy projects na pinupush ko.
Okay. Would you confirm this, Chairman Tenco, that the meeting that was that took place among you was arranged or requested by the Secretary of Secretary of Attorney Roque?
Magandang umaga po, Congressman Adyong. Yes, on the week prior to July 26, the office of former Secretary Roque got in touch with my office, and they were requesting for a meeting. If it was possible for former Secretary Roque to meet me.
So you confirm.
I confirm. I confirm.
Yeah, okay, sige.
Congressman.
Secretary, at the time of you and Cassandra's meeting with the Chairman Altenco, alam ko naman on record na sabi dito, but I just want you to confirm, how much was Lucky South's payables to PAGCOR?
Well, ang pagkakaalala ko po ay $500,000 po.
And would you know what these payables are for?
Actually, hindi ko po alam kung ano talaga yung nature ng payment. Ang alam ko lang na dispalkuhan, di umano, yung kanilang kliyente na Lucky South, and may demand letter yung PAGCOR na magbayad.
Okay, so so did you tell Cassandra Ong, since sobrang bait nyo naman, in-approach na po kayo, at tinulungan nyo po siyang magkaroon ng meeting with Chairman Tenco, this is even prior to your prior to the hiring ng as legal agent at legal representation ng Whirlwind. Nasabi niyo po ba how would you be able to, for the Lucky Strike to be able to settle these problems with PAGCOR, their problems with PAGCOR?
Walang sabi ko po, pwede naman humingi nga ng rescheduling of payment. Pwede naman nabayaran ng gives yung pagkakautang at pumapayag naman po ang mga korporasyon dyan.
So nasabi din yung po pa, Secretary Roque, that they need to pay these RERs to PAGCOR in order for them to renew their license?
Well, yun nga po ang concern nila kasi nagulat sila na may pagkakautang sila at syempre, pag nagkaroon ng pagkakautang yung kanilang kliyente, pwedeng malagay sa alanganin yung kanilang lisensya.
So how did, Mr. Chairs, how did Lucky South 99 respond to that advice of yours?
Hindi po ako nagbigay ng advice sa Lucky South. Alam na po ni Cassie ang consequences para sa Lucky South kung hindi mababayaran yung utang kasi nag-demand letter po ang PAGCOR. Sinabi na ng PAGCOR na kinakailangan magbayad sila, otherwise magkakaroon ng consequences sa kanilang lisensya. Pero wala po akong communication doon sa Lucky South. So hindi ko po alam kung anong response ng Lucky South.
Yes, okay. So nagbayad din mo sila ultimately, no? Mr.
Na-confirm po.
I'm asking Chairman Tenko. Did they able to pay?
Yes, they were able to pay,
Okay.
Congressman.
Was there any payment scheme happen?
Payment scheme?
Yeah, payment scheme arrangement with between PAGCOR and Lucky South 99.
Actually, there was no payment scheme, Congressman Adjong. But on that same day of the meeting, they made a payment of $203,000 US that showed that there was good faith on their end to settle. And then over time, I think matter of another 60 days, they were able to settle all their arrears with PAGCOR, Congressman Adjong. July, so took them about 6 months to pay off all the balance. So we're looking at close to $300,000 US that was paid over time.
So there was no payment scheme, but there was already a payment that happened.
Yes, at the same.
Was the arrears paid in full or was it in trans?
It was paid in tranches because on that day, I would like to on that day itself, while we were in a meeting, a payment of $203,000 was made. So the balance was paid over time up to January 2024 already.
Mr. Chair. Secretary Roque, I'm sure you know the nature of why Cassie Ong requested your presence in that meeting, am I correct? Because she would not approach you if she wouldn't probably know that you have, you have some, at least your presence is really in need there. Kung sa ordinaryo na tao, hindi naman ho magsasama kung alam na walang impluwensya yung isasama sa opisina. Tama ho ba? So would you know, for example, did Cassandra Ong, I presume, told you about her problems with Mr. Cunanan? And ano po ba yung mga options na nasabi mo sa kanya apart from, say, for example, paying the amount that they need to pay to PAGCOR?
Yung idea po na mag-arrange ng rescheduling para sa mga pagkakautang ay nanggaling sa akin. Dahil ang tanong nga nila is, anong gagawin namin? Nadispalkohan kami, pwede bang idemanda itong Dennis Cunanan? Ang sabi ko, humarap kayo ng ibang abogado, hindi ko pwedeng idemanda yan dahil kakilala ko yan. Pero ang alam ko, pwede namang ayusin yan sa pamamagitan nga na paghihingi po ng rescheduling of payment. So nanggaling po yung initiative ng rescheduling of payment sa akin na. At kampante naman po ako na papayag naman po ang PAGCOR basta nga lang merong show of good faith, no, na meron talagang intent to pay at ma-explain lang kung bakit sila na-delay sa pagbabayad dahil bago naman sila na-dispalkohan, wala naman silang problema po sa pagbabayad sa PAGCOR.
Okay. Mr. Chair, at Secretary Roque, you confirmed the Attorney Fernandez testimony earlier in the previous meeting that you made the follow-ups with PAGCOR regarding the application of Lucky South 99, am I correct?
3 beses po, 2 by text, 1 by telephone call, pero yung telephone call ko po, hindi follow-up. It is only a matter of information na nakahanap na ang Lucky South ng abogado para gumawa ng MPTT
I would
na
just,
requirement
yeah,
po.
Thank you po. Thank you. Sorry po, Secretary. I'm just wondering po, who requested you to make these follow-ups?
Request po ako ni Cassie Ong kasi ang sabi po niya, hindi raw niya makontak si Attorney Jessa. No? At totoo naman po, doon sa mga tawag ko, talagang busy-busy si Attorney Jessa. So once po, para tanungin ko kung ano yung kulang pang mga documentation, kasi nga po, request ako ni Cassie na hindi raw niya makontak. So sabi ko, well, let's see kung makokontak ko naman, baka timing lang yan.
So
That's
you're
it.
doing this, hired na po kayo as a lawyer of Whirlwind Company?
Opo, nagsimula na po yung kaso kasi 2 weeks after the meeting on July 26, hinire na po niya kami para dun sa ejectment case at ang first task nga po namin is ma-prevent yung execution na inisyu ng Regional Trial Court ng Angeles.
So alam niyo po, Mr. Chair, John Chair, Secretary, that these follow-ups are by nature the lacking documents of Lucky South 99 that they need to comply with PAGCOR. This is in relation, directly in relation with their application. Apart from paying the RERs, their application as well for a license nung sa newly amended guidelines ng Secretary. So you would know, for example, of this, the nature of these follow-ups, that it pertains also for their application for the IGL license. Am I correct?
Tama po yan kasi ang pinag-aawayan nga po yung possession dun sa lugar na ginagamit for POGO. So concern na concern po si Cassie as the lessor of Lucky South na kung mawawala naman sila dun sa posisyon, wala na rin silang kontrata dun sa POGO kasi nga po sila yung pinapaalis dun sa possession sa premises na ginagamit para sa POGO po.
So after, yes po.
That will
Links
be
on
your
talaga siya.
last question,
Am
Congressman
I be
Adjong.
allowed to continue, Mr. Chair? Or,
Huh?
Am I be allowed?
So, what is the pleasure of the members?
I
think-
will yield my time to Congressman Adjong.
Okay, there's a yielding of his time. So, we'll be allowing Congressman Adjong to... sa bagay ko naman ang kasunod si Kit Flores.
Thank you.
That's,
Thank you. So,
the chair would like to acknowledge the presence of Congresswoman Lorna C. Silverio. You can proceed for another 5 minutes.
thank you, Mr. Chair. So after learning about this lacking of documents in the application of Lucky South 99 PAGCOR, sino po ba ang whom do you report this, Secretary? May mga documents ka ba na pinapresent sa kanila that may probably help them to comply ultimately with the request appeal for a license after you have follow-up with the PAGCOR? And you learned about these lacking documents, to whom do you report this po?
Well, Mr. Chair,
Since you are according to you, a lawyer of Whirlwind Company.
Oo. Mr. Chair, pinadalan po ako ng listahan ng requirements ni Attorney Jessa at yung Viber mismo sa akin ni Attorney Jessa, finorward ko lang po kay Cassie Ong.
So have you told advise Cassandra Ong that Lucky South 99 must also comply?
Finorward ko lang po yung text as is mismo ni Attorney Jessa because those were the lacking documents. No?
So, hindi lang ko tayo maging abogado as an ordinary person. When you extend something to a person, especially if you know that this is of legal consequence, agree ho kayo doon. Na kasi tinutulungan nyo, kasi you would not help anybody if you don't agree from the very start of the, say for example, of the request or the application. Would that be correct? On a human level perception, would you at least confirm to this representation that you agree and you may as well support the request of Lucky South 99 for their application for the IGL license?
Hindi naman po. Ganito po kasi yan. Yung pumasok kami sa ejectment, may decision na, meron ng writ of execution na papaalisin sila. So ang aking tanong, lalaban pa ba tayo sa ejectment dahil ang issue dyan is, meron ka pa bang kliyente na uupa in the first place? Kung wala nang uupa sa'yo, bakit ka palalaban doon sa ejectment? At in fact, ngayon po, yan ang problema ng Whirlwind. No? na kapag natalo sila sa possession, bibigay na namin yung problema sa Pogo doon sa may-ari. So importanteng malaman din po para malaman ko anong strategy na gagawin namin, no, kung magkakaroon pa sila ng parokyano doon sa paupahan nila. Dahil ulitin ko po ha, nung kinuha nila ako, meron ng writ of execution. So actually, sabi ko, this is actually a 60-40 na matatalo na tayo, no? Na ang aasahan na lang natin ay mapiprevent natin yung execution. Pero dahil talo na sila at meron ng writ of execution, ang tanong din is it worth it to fight kung wala ka rin namang kliyente at hindi rin mabibigyan ng lisensya? So po pwede ka na mag-surrender kung ganun po.
Well, I think para sa akin ang pagkakaintindi ko po, no, I'm not refuting your claim, Secretary Roque. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I find it very rather peculiar for a person to extend such assistance if from the very start I do not agree and I do not support such request. So masyado ho kayo mabait, Attorney Roque. Now, in the previous hearing po, Mr. Chairs, Secretary, it was your claim that you were acting as for Whirlwind Company because the Whirlwind Company in this case is the agent or the leasee ng Lucky South 99. Am I correct po, Mr. Chairs?
Lessor
Secretary?
po sila.
Yes.
ang
I'm sorry.
leasee po
correct
ay
me,
Lucky
correct.
South.
Yes.
Opo.
So, tama po. Sorry po. So, you confirm that?
Opo, I confirm that po.
So, did you help either of these corporations prepare a contract of agency?
Hindi po, kasi wala naman akong relasyon sa kanilang, wala po akong relationship doon sa contractual agreement between the lessor and the lessee.
So, if there's no proof that there is a contract of agency, being you as the lawyer, I presume that you are well knowledgeable about law, and as a lawyer to Whirlwind, you would probably ask Whirlwind Company if there is a contract of agency that's signed or took place between these two agencies. Would that be rather peculiar for you not to, at least to review if this kind of a relationship between these two entities, considering that you went extended your effort beyond what your call of duty because you have sorry po, you have, gusto ko lang po maintindihan because you even went as further as to arrange a meeting with Lucky South 99 with PAGCOR. Hindi ho nyo ba hiningi or have you in instance ask for a clear proof and evidence of a contract of agency?
Well, nung punto pong yon, ang alam ko sila ang lessee ng mga cruise. So nakita ko po yung lease contract. Now, sinabi rin nila na nagpapaupa sila dyan nga naman in turn sa Lucky South. So nakita ko rin po yung kontrata nila between Whirlwind and Lucky South. So meron po talagang lease contract in turn between Whirlwind and Lucky South. Yun po ang nakita ko.
Okay.
Congressman Adjong, can I interject something?
Yes, please. Please.
Konti lang at
My pleasure.
medyo nakikinig ako sa inyong discussion and I wanted to be clarified for Secretary Harry Roque. Kasi there are a lot of corporations, no? Marami. Merong Lucky South 99 corporations, may Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, merong Lucky South 99 Group Incorporated, merong Lucky South 99 Limited Incorporated. These are all interconnected yung mga incorporators. So, basically, iba pa to yung sa tinatawag nating Whirlwind. Ang Whirlwind is more on the real estate. So, ito ang binigyan ng lisensya. Sino ang unang binigyan na lisensya diyan sa tinatawag po nating maraming Lucky South 99?
Hindi ko po alam kasi kahit kailan wala pa ako naging relasyon po sa Lucky South.
Okay. Kung hindi po ninyo alam ay yung ating pong allow me Congressman Adjong para maliwanagan tayo kasi medyo ako yung naguguluhan dito sa Lucky South 99 eh. Ang dami. We're talking about Lucky South 99 ha. But when you read all the documents sa SEC saka sa PAGCOR, merong Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. Meron Lucky South 99 Corporation. Meron Lucky South 99 Limited. Meron Lucky South 99 Group Incorporated. So, yung members ng Lucky South 99 nandito. Sino bang presidente nyo? Julian Linsangan, the third? Nandito? So, Julian Linsangan. Saan ka incorporator?
Good morning.
Ay, sandali. Wait. Have you taken your oath? So to all those who are invited for the first time on this hearing, please stand up para ma-administer po yung inyong oath. And the COMSEC is hereby directed to take their oath.
Please stand and raise your right hand. Those who are attending for the first time, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this investigation? Thank you. Please take your seat.
Okay, Julia Lisangan III. Saan ka incorporator?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Sir, actually, sir, we're not connected with Lucky South. Kami po yung...
You are not connected with?
Lucky South po. Kami po yung biktima ng identity theft ng Lucky South.
Biktima kayo ng
Yes, Your Honor. Identity theft po.
identity theft.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, hindi kayo involved dito sa Lucky South 99?
Yes, Your Honor. We're not even part of it.
Kasama mo rin si Marion, Ryan Chua.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi rin kayo involved dito? And even Edwin Ang?
Yes, Your Honor.
And si Ronelyn Baterna. Ronelyn Baterna. Ikaw ang incorporator ng Lucky South 99, correct?
Corporate Secretary po.
Corporate secretary ka ng anong kumpanya?
Ng Lucky South Outsourcing.
Lucky South 99 Outsourcing.
Opo.
So sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing, kailan to ni-register sa SEC?
Kasi Your Honor, tawag dyan, hindi ko po talaga totally trabaho yung hindi po ako na,
Anong position mo sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated?
kasi way back 2019 po, receptionist lang po ako. Tapos parang 2020 po, parang inano po nila ako na maging corporate secretary.
So you were, okay, inassign ka lang doon sa korporasyon,
Opo.
pinapirma ka lang without you contributing anything doon sa korporasyon?
Opo.
Ha? So dami ka. Ginawa kang dami. Nino?
'Di ba po, 2019 receptionist. Tapos nung sinabi po nila na parang gagawin po nila akong corporate secretary. So parang inano ko na lang po siya as promotion. Kaya po nag-okay
So
po
sino
ako.
nagsabi sa iyo na ipapasok ka sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated?
Yung company po.
Sino nga doon sa company?
Mga admin po.
Sino sa company? Sino yung admin? Anong pangalan nung nagsabi sa iyo?
Si Ma'am Charlotte po.
Si Charlotte. Anong pangalan ni Charlotte?
Parang siya po yung HR namin.
Charlotte ano?
Charlotte Sia po.
Charlotte C?
Sia? Sia po yung pagkakaalam ko.
So Chinese siya?
Up.
Chinese siya?
Opo.
Is she still here?
Wala na po siya, Your Honor eh.
So anong position na siya? Charlotte C?
Pagkakaalam ko po, siya po ay isang HR. Kasi siya po yung nag-interview sa akin.
So in other words, napunta ka doon, Ronelyn Baterna. So lahat dito, kasi makikita namin yung mga signatures mo from Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, napapunta ka rin dito sa Lucky South 99 Corporation. Di ba?
Opo.
So alam mo yung series of the signatures that you have given to these corporations?
Hindi ko po alam.
Basta pirma ka lang ng pirma?
Opo.
Magkano binayad sa inyo?
Wala po kasi, empleyado po kasi ako, Your Honor. So nagtatrabaho po talaga ako.
Wait, sandali.
What do you mean binayad po?
Ano?
Ano po yung
Hindi, tinatanong namin kung magkano binayad sa'yo para pumirma ka sa lahat ng korporasyon na to. Kasi, alam mo, parang, it doesn't make sense, ano? It doesn't make sense na pipirma ka sa mga dokumento na kung saan makikita mo SEC, PAGCOR, di ba? Saan mo mag-iisip ka eh? Mag-iisip ka, ano tong pinipirmahan ko? Ano na to? SEC na to, PAGCOR na to, gaming na to eh. Tapos, sasabihin mo sa amin dito na pumipirma ka lang dahil walang pabor na binigay sa'yo? Dahil empleyado ka lang? Magkano sweldo mo bilang employee?
Yung sa
Magkano yung sweldo?
17K po nung naging receptionist ako. Tapos nung parang pinromote nga po ako, ginawa po nilang 23K a month.